Oh, is this thing on? Sorry. Caught me in the middle of T-bowing. So, how's everybody doing? Let's see how the league has come about here. Hadn't seen you in a couple weeks. So, let's get down to business. Final Four as of this last weekend. Check it out. No surprises here. It was the Oak Island Miniacs versus the Yaks, and the Glenarden Grannies versus Team Kloss. All four very strong teams. If you check the scoreboard, a couple of surprises came out this week. First of all, and not really much of a game at all, the Miniacs taking down the Yaks pretty easily. No real sweat and tears in that game. But a good game that came to an end last night with the Grannies down by 10 going into the matchup, I believe. She needing a lot out of Mike Wallace and didn't quite get enough since Roethlisberger was hurt. Team Kloss coming out with the 4-point victory and taking him into the finals. So it's Team Kloss versus the Miniacs this weekend for the championship in the 2011 Super Bowl for Hart versus Pullen. So let's take a look at these two teams a little bit closer, shall we? We'll first start with the Miniacs. Big time advantage for her would be Aaron Rodgers at QB. Although there are question marks of whether or not the Packers will actually try to win out or just be happy with their position so far in the playoffs. To her disadvantage, again, still weak at running back. Got a lot of points out of Donald Brown this week, but highly unlikely you'll see that again. So let's move over to Team Kloss. Team Kloss has Marshawn Lynch, who is one of the top fantasy players for the past 7 weeks, averaging upwards of 19 points a week. Huge fantasy impact. Also, Roddy White, wide receiver for the Falcons, and the Falcons are going to be looking to put up a lot of points trying to make that playoff push, so he's looking good there. However, huge question marks at QB, only getting 4 points out of Eli Manning this past weekend, which has also led the Eagles back into the playoff race, which I'm sure all you folks are real happy about. But unfortunately, that'll come to an end this weekend when the Cowboys take them down and end any hope they have of making it to the postseason. So, let's look at who's favored in our next matchup in the final week of the 2011 season. As it stands right now, barring any changes, projected totals are 91 for Team Kloss and 90 for the Miniacs. So a 1-point difference. Looks to be an interesting matchup. Consolation ladder matchups, which doesn't really mean anything anyway. But it looks like everything's pretty close consolation-wise. There will be a little prize for the Toilet Bowl winner, and don't know who is in the running for that yet. That'll take some looking to see who won what in that consolation ladder. But you're welcome to check that out to see if you're in the running for it. But the big deal for the big money, again, Team Kloss versus the Oak Island Miniacs. Good luck to you guys. And be checking in. There is a Thursday night game. Again, I'm pretty sure. Let's actually check that out for you right quick while I've got it. And my internet's actually working for once. Let's see here. Thursday night game. Looks like it doesn't want to work for me now. Hold on. Sorry for the technical difficulties here. This Thursday would be the Texans versus the Colts. So again, that Donald Brown, being that the Texans got basically the top-ranked defense, I think, still in the NFL, wouldn't count on Donald Brown getting too much this week, but you never know. Texans still looking to make a playoff push, so we'll see. But I'm sure some folks got some Texans players on their team, a couple of Colts players. And by the way, Tiffany, Peyton Manning actually hung it up today, so you can officially drop him off your roster. He's not coming back this year. You can drop him off your team.